The secret to deep sleep. Letting go of the past and future. Buddhism in you. Zen master Shunryu Suzuki once said, "When you let go of your idea of how things should have been, you free yourself to live how things are." That letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending nothing happened. It simply means you no longer let it define your present. You see, your mind is designed to remember pain, not to punish you, but to protect you, to warn you. Don't let this happen again. But when the same memory plays over and over like a broken record, it stops being useful. It becomes suffering. And suffering, no matter how quiet, keeps the body tense, the breath shallow, and the soul restless. In tonight's journey, before we begin, a gentle note: this isn't just a video, it's a space. A quiet space where you are allowed to pause, to breathe, to let go. There will be moments of silence woven into this journey. No voice, no words, only soft music and your breath. These are not empty spaces. They are part of the meditation. Moments for your mind to rest, for your heart to soften. Let them hold you, not rush you. And as we near the end, you'll notice the sound gently fading, easing you into deep sleep. Without effort, if you are still here, fully present until the last breath of this journey, you'll receive a small gift, a simple bedtime practice. Not just to help you sleep, but to slowly, gently, transform how you live. Let us begin now, together. In gentle. 1. Why you can't sleep. The real reason behind restless nights. It's quiet outside, but inside, everything's still moving. You've brushed your teeth, dimmed the lights, maybe even played soft music in the background. Your body is in bed, the blanket warm, the pillow soft, but your mind is still busy. It travels through memories you didn't ask to remember, or plays scenes from tomorrow you haven't even lived. Maybe it's replaying that thing you wish you hadn't said, or wondering what you'll do if things don't go as planned next week. You're not alone. So many people lie in bed every night, just like this, still, but not at peace. We often think we can't sleep because of too much caffeine, blue light, or stress at work. But in truth, the real reason we can't fall into deep sleep is because we're not really here. The body may be still, but the mind, it's everywhere else. The mind is the one thing we forget to bring to bed. Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "The present moment is the only moment available to us, and it is the door to all moments. But we rarely walk through that door. We linger in what's already gone. We chase what hasn't happened yet. And so, the mind remains in motion, even when the world grows still." This is where the struggle for sleep begins. You see, your nervous system is built to protect you. When your mind thinks you're in danger, whether that's an unpaid bill, a broken heart, or a past mistake, it keeps you alert. It sends signals to stay awake, to stay ready. Cortisol rises, your breath gets shallow, melatonin drops, and just like that, the deep rest your body craves slips further away. It's not about how tired you are. It's about how safe your mind feels. This is why Zen isn't just philosophy, it's a return, a way back, a gentle, quiet homecoming to this very moment. Not the past you can't change, not the future you can't control. Just now, just this breath. Sleep, real, healing, deep sleep, only comes when the mind agrees to be still with the body. And that agreement doesn't happen through force. It happens through awareness, through presence, through letting go. So tonight, if you find yourself lying in bed with your heart beating a little too fast, if your mind starts pulling you into old stories or tomorrow's worries, pause. Place one hand gently on your chest. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. Whisper to yourself, I am here. I am safe. I don't need to go anywhere else. Because the truth is, you don't need to solve anything right now. You don't need to go back and fix the past. You don't need to plan for every moment that hasn't arrived. You just need to come home, softly, fully, to where you are. As the great psychologist Carl Jung once said, who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. And in this moment, the most loving thing you can do is to simply be here. With your breath, with your body, with this quiet space that's holding you. Let the world go for a little while. Let your mind stop wandering. Let your breath carry you back to now. Because now is where peace lives. And now is where deep sleep begins. 2. The trap of the past. Why regret keeps you awake. It often starts with a single memory. Something you said or didn't say. A decision you made. A moment you wish you could go back and do differently. And somehow, even years later, it still finds its way into the quiet of your night, uninvited, unwelcome, and yet very real. The past has a strange way of showing up when the world goes silent. During the day, you stay busy. You work, scroll, answer emails, keep moving. But when your head hits the pillow and the noise fades away, what's left is just you and what you carry. Regret is heavy. It clings to the heart like fog on a cold morning. And even though the moment is long gone, your body doesn't know the difference. It still reacts. The guilt, the shame, the wish that things had been different. In Zen, we learn that suffering is not caused by the past itself, but by our unwillingness to let it go. Zen master Shunryu Suzuki once said, when you let go of your idea of how things should have been, you free yourself to live how things are. That letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending nothing happened. It simply means you no longer let it define your present. You see, your mind is designed to remember pain, not to punish you, but to protect you, to warn you. Don't let this happen again. But when the same memory plays over and over like a broken record, it stops being useful. It becomes suffering. And suffering, no matter how quiet, keeps the body tense, the breath shallow, and the soul restless. That's why so many people can't fall into deep sleep. It's not insomnia. It's unhealed memory. It's the heart still holding on to something that no longer needs to be held. So what do? We start gently. We don't force ourselves to forget. We don't yell at the mind to stop thinking. Instead, we create space for forgiveness. Not just for others, but for ourselves. You did the best you could, with who you were, with what you knew, and with the strength you had at that time. You are not your mistakes. You are the one who lived through them and learned. Tonight, when that old memory returns, don't push it away. Acknowledge it, name it, and then softly whisper to yourself, that happened, and I am still here. I am still becoming. Let your breath wash over the moment like waves on the shore. Let each exhale loosen the grip of yesterday. Just a little more, because deep sleep doesn't come from trying to escape your past. It comes from no longer needing to run from it. Your body needs rest, but more than that, Your heart needs peace. Peace with what was. Peace with what didn't happen. Peace with the version of you who was just trying to survive. Zen teaches us to sit with what is, not with judgment, but with love. So tonight, sit quietly with yourself. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your humanness. And know this: you are enough, even with the past you carry, especially with the past you've outgrown. The night is not here to punish you. It's here to soften you, to remind you that the past is no longer in control. You are here, you are safe, and you are allowed to rest. This is how deep sleep begins, not with perfection, but with release. Three. The fear of tomorrow. How future worries rob you of rest. It's strange how tomorrow can feel louder than today, especially at night. You lie in bed, and instead of softening into rest, your thoughts begin reaching out ahead of you. What if I forget something important? What if tomorrow goes wrong? What if I'm not ready for what's coming? The body is still, but the mind is scanning, preparing, planning, solving, and underneath it all, quietly pulsing in the background, is fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of not being enough, or not having enough. And because the future is endless, the fear has no shape, which means it also has no end. Zen doesn't ask us to ignore the future. It simply asks us not to live in it. As Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh reminded us, we are often so busy planning for the future that we forget we are alive in the present moment. And it's true. Most of what keeps us up at night isn't real yet. It's imagined, a possible version of tomorrow. Not a truth, but a worry dressed as one. The brain, however, doesn't always know the difference. When we imagine a worst-case scenario, the body reacts as if it's happening now. Your heartbeat rises, muscles tighten, cortisol floods the system, and just like that, your nervous system says, "Now's not the time to sleep. You need to prepare. You need to survive." But how can you survive a future that hasn't happened? You can't, and you're not meant to. You are only meant to live this one moment, this breath, this stillness, this night. And the truth is, you are not in danger here. Right now, in this bed, with this blanket around you, you are safe. Zen invites us to return to that truth, not by thinking about it, but by feeling it. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, imagine placing the weight of tomorrow down beside you. You're not throwing it away. You're just setting it down, for now. There's a beautiful teaching from psychologist Dr. Kristin Neff, who said, self-compassion means giving ourselves the same kindness and care we'd give to a friend. So imagine tonight, you are the friend, and you deserve to say, "It's okay. I don't need all the answers right now. I just need to rest." The to-do list will still be there tomorrow. The emails, the meetings, the unknowns, but they don't belong in your bed. What belongs here is you. Whole, present, breathing. Sleep, especially deep sleep, requires trust. Trust that the world will keep turning without you for a few hours. Trust that you don't need to hold everything all the time. Trust that you're allowed to pause. If you're feeling anxious tonight, that's okay. Let it be here without rushing to fix it. Notice it like a cloud passing in the sky. Then gently return, again and again, to the breath. Let this be your practice. Not to silence the future, but to remind your heart that it doesn't live there. It lives here, where the sheets are soft. Here, where the world slows down. Here, where Zen meets rest, and rest meets healing. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, in this breath, in this body, in this moment, and from this place, deep sleep can finally begin. 4. Returning to now, the only place deep sleep happens. Somewhere along the way, we forgot how to just be here. We became experts at multitasking, planning, fixing, worrying, always doing, always thinking. We became so good at preparing for life that we forgot how to live it. And at night, when we finally stop moving, we often realize we don't know how to be still. That's why you can lie in bed for hours and still feel restless. It's not that your body doesn't know how to rest. It's that your mind has forgotten how to arrive. Deep sleep doesn't happen in the future, and it can't happen in the past. It only happens here, in this exact moment, in the body that's breathing, on the bed you're lying in. This is the heart of Zen. Not a grand philosophy, not a mystical secret, just the quiet, gentle art of being where you are. Zen master Dogen once wrote, "When you walk, just walk. When you sit, just sit." That's the practice, not to escape life, but to meet it fully, without rushing, without clinging, without running away. So tonight, instead of trying to sleep, try simply being here. Feel the weight of the blanket. Notice the sound of the fan, or the hum of the room. Bring attention to the rise and fall of your chest, the steady rhythm that's been with you since the day you were born. You don't need to force sleep to come. You just need to stop standing in its way. Most of the time, we treat sleep like a task, something to be achieved. But sleep, especially deep sleep, isn't something you do, it's something you allow. And you allow it by coming home to now. The breath is your doorway, always present, always waiting. When the mind drifts, and it will, don't get frustrated. Just notice, and return. Each time you come back to the present, you teach your nervous system, it's safe here. You can rest now. If you've spent years living outside of the moment, always thinking ahead or replaying what's behind, don't worry. Presence isn't something you master. It's something you practice, gently, one breath at a time. Right now, there's nothing you need to fix. No past to rewrite, no future to control. Right now, there is only this inhale and this exhale. You are not your thoughts. You are not your to-do list. You are not the version of yourself that only exists in someone else's mind. You are this softness, this silence, this breath, and the moment you choose to be here fully, you open the door to healing, to peace, to deep sleep. The world may be moving fast, but you don't have to follow. Let this night be your permission to slow down, to feel, to come back, because now is the only place you've ever truly belonged. And now is the only place where your body and your mind can meet, fully, to rest. Stay here, stay soft, and let the quiet carry you into the sleep you've been longing for. Sometimes, we think presence is too small to matter. That simply being here, noticing our breath, feeling the bedsheet under our fingertips, couldn't possibly change anything. But it does. Because the truth is, it's not the big problems that rob us of sleep, it's the thousands of tiny ways we abandon ourselves during the day. All the moments we rush through without tasting, all the feelings we push down, all the breaths we never notice. And at night, all of it returns, not to punish us, but to be witnessed, to be felt. Zen isn't about solving the mind. It's about sitting beside it, without judgment, letting thoughts rise and fall like waves, letting emotions soften without needing to be fixed. And in doing so, something beautiful happens. The mind begins to slow down, not because we told it to, but because we stopped running from it. Presence is not stillness that we chase. It's stillness we remember. This remembering is powerful. When you truly land in the moment, even for a few seconds, your body receives the signal it's been waiting for. I'm here. I'm not chasing. I'm okay. This is what allows the nervous system to relax. This is what opens the doorway to deep sleep. But presence also takes courage. It asks us to sit with what's real, not the fantasy of how we want life to be. Not the fear of what it might become, but the simplicity of what is. The breath in, the breath out, the ache in your chest, the softness in your hands, the truth of being alive, right here, right now. And maybe that's enough. Maybe this moment doesn't need to be more exciting, or more perfect, or more productive. Maybe your worth has nothing to do with what you'll achieve tomorrow, and everything to do with your willingness to be here tonight, with open hands and a quiet heart. As your body continues to settle, let go of the need to do. Let go of the urge to think one more thought. Let go of the story that you're behind, or not enough, or that something is missing. Nothing is missing. Nothing is broken. You are right on time, and right where you need to be. Now, rest here, in this breath, in this space, in the gentle knowing that this moment, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but this moment, is the safest place you can be. This is how Zen welcomes you home. This is how deep sleep begins. 5. A nightly ritual to let go and sleep deeply. Some nights, letting go feels like too much. The thoughts won't slow down. The breath feels tight. Your body is tired, but your mind is still holding on to what was, or to what might be. That's why we need ritual, not as something complicated or spiritual, but as something reliable, a signal to the mind and body. You can stop now. The day is over. This is your time to rest. In Zen, ritual is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about returning, again and again, to a space that feels safe, grounded, and whole. A space that says, you're allowed to be here, just as you are. So tonight, I invite you into a simple practice. Nothing mystical. Nothing you can do wrong. Just this. Before bed, take 5 minutes to be with yourself. Sit or lie down somewhere quiet. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Gently close your eyes. Inhale slowly through your nose. Exhale softly through your mouth. And with each breath, repeat, silently or out loud, I let go of what I cannot change. I let go of what I cannot control. I return to now. Let these words become like waves. Let them wash over the thoughts, over the tension, over the places that still ache. Don't try to empty your mind. Don't try to force anything. Just breathe. Just be here. If regrets show up, greet them with kindness. If fears arise, hold space for them. Then breathe again. And if silence comes, let it hold you. This nightly ritual is your permission slip. A reminder that rest is not something you earn, it's something you remember. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are simply human. And tonight, you are allowed to sleep deeply. This is how Zen becomes real. Not in temples or books, but in the quiet way you speak to yourself at night. In the breath you choose to return to, even after a hard day. In the way you begin again, softly, gently, bravely, and over time, this ritual becomes a doorway, a path back to the peace you forgot you had, a bridge between the noise of the world and the stillness of who you really are. Your inner peace practice, a simple way to carry Zen into your day. If you are still here, at the end of this video, here is your reward. Each night, for the next 7 days, repeat the 3-sentence mantra before bed. Let it become your personal rhythm. Say it gently, mean it deeply, then observe how your sleep shifts and how your day begins to soften too. This is the beginning of something beautiful, a life rooted in peace from the inside out. If you've found comfort in this practice, you can explore more healing content right here on Buddhism in You. To continue your inner journey toward balance, calm, and emotional healing, consider subscribing. We release new Zen sleep meditations regularly to support your deepest rest. And if you'd like to enjoy this kind of deep sleep experience for longer, 1 hour, 2 hours, or even more, simply go to the playlist, Zen for Deep Sleep. There, you'll find hours of continuous healing audio, playing seamlessly without interruptions, to help you fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. Prefer shorter videos around 30 minutes? We've got those, too. There are always options here, for your schedule, your energy, and your heart. And if something in this video spoke to you, if it helped you release even one small burden, please share your thoughts in the comments. Your words matter here. Your feelings are welcome. Your insights help this community grow with intention and care. From our heart to yours, thank you. See you tomorrow night, here,